This is the Unitree Pump Max and remote control. And this is the rack module, which allows you to attach it to an existing squat rack or power rack. With the rack module, there are two pieces. The first piece here has the pot pin, and it has the mount for the actual Pump Max. And then the second piece has this knob on the back, which will tighten it against your squat rack or power rack. And then the two pieces fit together, sort of like a puzzle. The one side inserts into the other, and then once it's in there, there is this screw here that goes into a hole on the end that holds them together nice and tight so it doesn't come off your rack. So I've got it together. Now you can see the pot pin will go into the hole in your rack. Um, that can be adjusted. You just unscrew it and move it to make sure it fits into the hole. And then the other thing is this knob that I mentioned earlier. You'll tighten that to your rack and that will make it nice and tight. I've got it attached to my rack now. I put it on the top cross member because I'm going to be doing some overhead exercises today. You can see that I put the Pump Max mount on the front, and then I've got the pot pin there on the bottom, and that's inserted into one of the holes there on the bottom. And then I'm just going to show the back real quick. The screw and the knob that tightens it down are back there. I've got it set up now for my first exercise. I've put the Pump Max onto the rack module, and then I put the remote control on my barbell. You can see the remote control has a clip on it, which is really handy. You can clip it to your barbell if you have it in your rack, or onto a pull-up bar. And then the Pump Max is right here. I've attached it to the rack mount. The first exercise I did today was a lat pull down. I didn't have a full-size lat pull down bar, so I had to use this short bar. So I'm kind of doing a close grip pull down. I think I had about 60 kilos on here. The weight felt very smooth. It was definitely challenging. You can see I'm struggling as I'm moving further into the set. Overall, it was a great exercise. Really enjoyed it. I've set up the Pump Max for my second exercise now. You can see I've changed it to low torque mode. For this exercise, I've attached to the pump a couple of chains, and at the ends of the chains, I have these cannonballs, I think is what they're called. Basically, I've built a tricep rope. You can do this exercise with a regular tricep rope. I just like doing it this way. Here's the exercise. It's an overhead tricep extension. Not a lot to say here about this one other than what I said before. The Pump Max felt very consistent, very smooth. The resistance seemed accurate. Again, great exercise. All right, for this last exercise, just one change I made. There's this knob on the side of the Pump Max. I disengaged that, which allows it to swing freely, more like a functional trainer instead of a fixed pull-down machine. All right, so this is the exercise. This is a half kneeling wood chop. Um, as you can see, the functional trainer with the lever disengaged now can rotate and pivot freely at the top. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the video here so I can switch over to the other side so you can again see how versatile the Pump Max is in being able to rotate like this. So one more exercise I wanted to show here at the end. This is my wife. She was doing some kneeling pull downs using the Pump Max. She had attached it to the rack upright rather than the cross member in the back. This gives you a lot more options for heights that you can attach it at. Overall, both of us were really impressed by both the Pump Max and the rack mount. The rack mount was sturdy, it's heavy duty, definitely feels like it's going to last a really long time, while still being easy to put on and take off of your rack. The Pump Max as well, the resistance was consistent, it was smooth, it had plenty of resistance for the exercises we did. Definitely going to be a great addition to our home gym.